Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. It's July the 10th. Got some fishing news. Captain Marty is a happy camper because I got a nice rain shower yesterday, watered my garden, and really been a tough drought over here in Hyde County. But I'll be right back in just a minute to tell you about what's going on the fishing front, inshore, offshore, and backcountry. So stay right there.
Red Drum Tackle in Buxton is the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras. And being the closest tackle shop to Cape Point, Red Drum Tackle has been welcoming fishermen to Hatteras Island with a wide selection of bait and tackle, skilled custom rod builds, rod and reel repair, expert knowledge and information since 1974. Red Drum Tackle knows how, when, and where to fish. To acquire this fishing brain power, visit them online at reddrumtackle.com. Red Drum Tackle, the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras and the closest to Cape Point in Buxton.
Ahoy there, folks. Captain Edward Lee here, and I want to invite you aboard the Miss Oregon Inlet 2. She's a modern 60-foot head boat outfitted with the latest top-quality safety and fishing equipment. We make 3 trips per day out of the world-famous Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. Visit MissOregonInlet.com or call us today at 252-251-4314. So ditch the beach for a bit and set sail with the Miss Oregon Inlet 2.
So down in Hatteras, offshore fishing was okay. It's for everybody. It's gotten a little scrappy. That's normal for July. What I'm not really seeing a lot of in Hatteras that normally last few summers we had in July was a really good sailfish bite. However, there were a few sailfish caught yesterday for our blue water fishermen down to Hatteras. The other thing, I'm not seeing a lot of wahoos. I think that Hatteras is the wahoo capital of the world, in my opinion. And I'm seeing a few each day, but none of those days like we had last year in July where they had 7, 8, 10, something like that. But that can change by the day. We're fishing, the Gulf Stream is a conveyor belt. Fish can come in or up from the south, or they can come in from the eastern. They'll find them when they do. You just never can tell when it's going to break loose. So that's what's going on for them offshore. Their inshore fishermen are scrapping, catching speckled trout, red drum, bluefish, and Spanish mackerel, depending on where they're fishing, but they're picking out a day. So we got that going on. Oregon Inlet, pretty good Baylor dolphin fishing, Baylor dolphin mahi, whatever you want to call them, but mostly the small ones, and not a given that you're going to go out and catch a limit, which is approximately 60. Although some boats did do that, but mostly you're having to work pretty hard to find them. And when you see the catches with just a scattered yellowfin tuna, also kind of normal for this time of year, but when you see those catches with tilefish that we're seeing almost every day, that's a fallback fishery that wasn't really even done when I was fishing. So it's a gimme. We can find them on the way in if we have a real slow day. The plus side to that is there are many fish in the ocean that are better eaten than a tilefish. Real close to grouper, they're cool water fish down on that bottom, and they eat crabs and shrimp mostly, and that's what the meat tastes like in them. And then, by the way, if you go to one of our local fish markets and do buy a piece of tilefish, I don't recommend breading it like you would for frying fish. I mean, you can grill it, you can do whatever you want, but I'd have it filleted and skinned. I'd cut it into chunks, and then I would saute it in garlic butter, a little real butter, a little fresh garlic chopped up if you can get it, and just saute it. You don't have to cook it very long. And why I say that is because to bread them is to kind of waste a really delicious piece of fish. I've gotten away from breading stuff. I'd rather saute it in garlic butter, these high quality, especially bottom fish, than I would to batter it and deep fry it. All right, also Oregon Inlet, Spanish mackerel. They even had some mahi on the inshore catches, a few sea mullet, a few red drum, a few sea bass, and a few ribbon fish. So a little bit of everything for them. Don't forget, by the way, speaking of Oregon Inlet, we have our first tournament coming up on July the 24th through the 27th. That's the Dare County Boat Builders Foundation tournament. All billfish will be released in that tournament, but it's open to the public. You can come walk the docks. It's really a laid-back, fun time to be down on the docks at Pirates Cove. And I'll be out there every evening. I'm actually the weighmaster, so I'll be doing that. But come on out and say hello to me or Justin. Justin will be down there with me. And we'll also be keeping you updated on what's happening in that tournament right here. Each evening I'll update a fishing report that will tell you all about that. Pier and surf fishing is about the same, a little on the slow side. A few mixed bottom fish, sea mullet, spots, croakers, things like that. A few of the little bit bigger things like speckled trout and puppy drum and black drum. But that's about it. I'm not hearing much of the trophy fish like a king mackerel or a cobia off the piers. It's just gotten kind of slow. So that's all that's going on there. I'm going to take a little break, take a sip of water, and I'll be back to talk to you about backcountry fishing in just a moment.
At Fishing Unlimited on the Nags Head Manio Causeway, not only can you get stocked up with all the bait, tackle, and amenities necessary to fish, but you can also be your own captain. That's right. At Fishing Unlimited, you can rent one of their spacious pontoon boats to go fishing, crabbing, dolphin watching, or just to cruise the Roanoke Sound. It's family fun at its finest. Half-day and full-day rentals are available. Be your own captain at Fishing Unlimited on the Nags Head Manio Causeway.
Okay, back in the Sound. No change back there. The professional guides are doing pretty well on drum and speckled trout. That influx of bluefish, which was so encouraging, has dropped off a little bit, but there's still some of those 4-pounders to be had. And then there's some bottom fishing to be done. And we are seeing now a few sea mullet, a few small flounder, and of course we've been talking about sheephead and black drum, but the sheephead fishing has been really, really good. But no change that I can really tell you about that would be like a really great bite that you don't want to miss tomorrow. It's pretty scrappy, and you would be well advised to get out there. If you're going to go in your boat and go out looking for a drum in the Sound or speckled trout early in the morning, it's the same theme as we have for the surf fishing. Before that water starts heating up, you want to get out there and do that. So that is about it. Not a whole lot going on. Now we do have rain on the way for Thursday and Friday. Thank goodness. Again, I'll take every bit of it I can get. A lot of our farmers in our inland areas are really struggling this year, and we need the rain. It ain't going to affect the fishing. The fish are already wet anyway, so let's hope we get a little bit of rain, and I'll keep you posted on any changes on the fishing front. And thank you for joining us today. Thank you for dropping in, and have a great day.